Shut up! All right, that's it. We are live, ladies and gentlemen. We are live, and we are here. The reason why I'm not rushing hastily is just that I got Michael Jackson tickets, bro. I ain't said that since the 80s. And since the damn movie was sold out all weekend, bro, I don't know how Michael Jackson went #1 this week. We gonna get into that. Like, this movie was sold out everywhere. Like, the only seats was available was the ones at the damn popcorn stand. It was just nowhere to go. It was crazy. And I don't like sitting up in them front row seat where it looked like you're about to take off on an airplane. I don't want no parts of that. So, hey, the movie's doing well, and we're going to jump right into it, to the weekend box office. Now, Michael wasn't #1, but he's still kicking ass. Smooth.
Who's #1?
The Devil Wears Prada 2, the sequel.
Oh,
that was...
that movie? Goddamn.
Yeah, well, I mean, white people.
Yeah.
You know, white people love...
No lies.
You know, they will love Prada. I mean, so ladies and gentlemen, The Devil Wears Prada 2 was #1 this week at 77 million domestically. Well, let me skip all these updates for now because the damn thing will mess up all our sound. So, wait, what in the hell? So anyway, my bad. Brierios is here, and so is the King Reaper. I apologize, gentlemen. I don't think you guys mean a lot, and I just didn't want to give you guys the cold shoulder there. Appreciate that. So I am actually rushing a little bit. That's because I don't want to be in the middle of the topic. Because 6:30, this got shut down. I can't go, any longer than that. So Michael's #2. Now, Devil Wears Prada did 77. The total is 233 worldwide in its first weekend. But if you look at Mike's in his second weekend, he's at 423. So I say Mike's going to probably do at least $600 million. I don't know if he's going to hit the 900 or the billion.
I agree. I agree with the 600. I agree with that.
Yeah, I think that. I think Mike's running. I mean, he's doing well, but he lost some theaters to, the Devil Wears Prada, which they probably should have kept Mike in there.
How much is the budget though, Rick? How much is the budget?
Oh, it's only $200 million.
Oh yeah, they made their money. They'll be all right.
Yeah, they'll be all right. They're happy. Now, I would get into detail how Deuce owes me an apology on this Mario movie, but what?
No, go ahead, because I ain't giving you no apology. But go ahead.
That's all right.
Say we could hash that out right now. You ain't got to
delay. What I tell you, brother.
Go ahead. No, we're gonna do this right now. Go ahead. You brought it up, so let me hear you.
I don't have time. So Mario was #3, but it didn't do 1.9 billion, like one guy said. Project Hail Mary.
First of all, no, you're gonna address that shit.
I will not.
You're gonna address that shit.
Why don't you address it? Giving out fake news.
First of all, yesterday me and Ricky was talking, and I sent Ricky a screenshot of what? What did I send you the screenshot of? Box Office Mojo.
You sent me a screenshot of fake news.
What you always refer back to, like you doing right now. Yeah. And surprisingly, what was the number? Hold on, I forgot what the number. 1.8 something.
Let me pull the phone out now.
Hold on. Yeah, so the box office yesterday for Box Office Mojo read 1.845 billion for the Mario movie, and Rick sent me an updated screenshot, and now it says 894. So
they lost $1 billion in 24 hours.
And that's what. Remember, we were saying that we both expected it to hit $1 billion, but we didn't think it would hit 2.
But you came and jumped on my back yesterday, Rick. You fuck nigga.
Yeah, and why did I do that? Because you was like, oh, the international. I said no, Rick. The only thing you said was that the Japan numbers would push it to $1 billion. That's the only we never spoke about.
They pushed it to 800,000. So
yeah, I mean it's gonna make 9, which is still ain't bad. That ain't nothing to sneeze about.
It might do
6 million away.
It might still do $1 billion. Maybe.
Yeah. Well, he's 6 million away from hitting 900. So
yeah. So we'll see what happens. Now to round off the top 10, Project Hail Mary. That don't look like it's going anywhere. At number 4, Holcomb. 5, Animal Farm. 6, Lee Crozen's The Mummy, which was Cannes. At 7, Mello will tell you that. But Adio says Michael was good. Deep Water at 8. What Time I Got reincarnated as a slime the movie. Tears of Azure Sea. What in the hell? And the drama. So that was our top 10.
Hey Rick, before you move on, let me know how Mike is, because I'm going to take my son. He's 7. He wants to go see this shit. So I want to know if it's a family friendly movie.
Okay, I'm pretty sure it is. They don't have all the beatings like the Jackson story have.
Yeah.
All right. So that being said, Levon had an article about the mighty Daredevil. Levon, you want to elaborate on that?
Well, the viewership's been going down, and it's been pretty bad.
Oh, man.
What's the viewership like now, Levon? Where we at with the viewership?
It's dropped by 54%.
Wow.
Based on what, the beginning of the season or?
Between the first 5 episodes.
Okay, so from the start of the season, it's dropped 50%. That's crazy.
Yeah,
and I think this is way better than season 1 of Born Again.
I agree. 1,000% agreed. 1,000% agreed.
I don't know what that's about. Hey man, listen. This tells me a few things. Number one, I think people are tired of streaming services, and I think network TV might make a comeback, or cable TV might come up.
You think so?
Hold up. Let me say this: there'll be a season 3 if anyone out there is wondering.
No, they've been filmed. Yeah. That there's spoiler alerts on that.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mac City is here.
On the club tip, everybody real deep on the dub tip.
What up, Mac? Ladies and gentlemen, Big Vaughn is here. What's good? Now, Vaughn said it's superhero fatigue. And Mac said, "Sup, fellas? That man on fire is fire." I didn't check that out. That must be that a series from that Denzel movie, I think. Because remember Denzel did it. Pita, no.
Yeah, Man on Fire was fire. The movie I'm talking about. The movie was fire.
Yeah, at the end he died. They took him for a ride in the car. He had that Hawaiian shirt on and shit. All right, so look, Daredevil Born Again. I gotta say it. I didn't like the first one. That made me hate. I was superhero fatigued, but this one is way better. He said, "How many seasons Kingpin going to be the villain?" Yeah, but he's a hell of a villain. I like the way he. Well, speaking of which, let's go into the last episode that we covered, which would have been.
We're doing episode 6.
Okay, let me get to my scrapbook here.
Yeah, me too. So I'm going back to my phone notes.
Okay. All right. So in episode 6, it starts off with Fisk. He kills the fucking doctor. Did you see that?
Yo,
bro,
he just needed a hug, Rick.
Bro,
he just needed a hug.
What the hell is wrong with him, bro? Bro, listen.
Yeah, he just needed a hug, Rick.
Look, now listen. Like, that's why I don't agree with the ratings. Look, I mean, I can't fight the numbers. The numbers are the numbers. But god dang, this is a good series, bro. The doctor, and I know why he killed him, because he told the doctor, he said, "Hey, I'm giving you the utmost confidence, so my wife, I know you're going to do a good job." And then when he started hugging him and he started, talking, and I'm like, uh-oh. And then he came in, Fisk hugs nobody. And then Fisk went and then he choked him out. And I'm like, yo, he really broke this doctor's back and killed him.
Just like that.
Because he believed that he failed him. I'll be honest with you. I don't know, Fisk. Maybe if you would have thought to grab the doctor instead of getting that damn pineapple juice, I don't know, bro. I'm just saying. But think about it. He thought his wife was gonna die, so he was gonna give her anything she wanted at the time. You would have did the same, Rick. Come on now. You think your shorty about to die? Yo, just give it to her, please. She needs it. And this is episode 6, right? So,
yeah. This is the episode where he thought he was gonna lose her, so he was trying to give her everything that she asked for.
All right, so I forgot. So he kills the doctor, and then they kind of they caught Karen or whatever, right? No, that's at the end they get it, right? Okay, so this one, yeah. So I didn't know that Karen killed Wesley until that.
Did you not watch the Netflix version?
I forgot, bro. I didn't write that stuff down back then. And so Karen killed Wesley, and I'm kind of like, oh. And I got to tell you, they were scared to death of Fisk after Vanessa died. And then I was like, okay. And then we got a big surprise. There was a woman from the old Netflix series with a biracial child. So you know what that means. Yep. So this biracial child was sitting in the living room. And Jessica Jones, if for those that didn't watch, it was a decent series. And, Jessica Jones, I saw her and I was like, wait a minute, she got this biracial kid. So they tried to come to her house with smoke.
Mm-hmm.
Was like,
that was the CIA.
Yeah, she had none of this. So, so she overpowers them, and then she goes to the AVTF warehouse with Daredevil to destroy the weapons. And then after she does that, Cashman tells Blake to feed, BB false information. And I got to be honest with you, I hate BB. I really do.
Yeah, she's kind of annoying, but I get it. I get why she's doing what she's doing.
I get all of that, but as you can see, her annoyingness and her shit to not let shit go. She reminds me a little bit of Chloe on Smallville.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Oh man. Yeah.
Bro, she just would not let it go, and she kept doing stuff, and all it did is just put a bullseye on Daniel. That's all it ever did. So meanwhile, he fed her fake information. Glenn encourages Glenn to imitate Moose's actions, right? So in case you don't know who Moose was the other villain, and now Matt's former girlfriend now looks like she's gonna be being groomed for that new Moose role or whatever. So then Paige nearly kills Dex, but stopped by Daredevil, of course. Well, Murdoch at this time, who disagrees with Paige that Fix and Dex should be killed. BB decides not to leak the information and almost kisses Blake. But he confronts her about the previous leaks. That's when he was like, I'm on to you, this and that. So then Paige joins a protest outside City Hall and projects testimonies from the Red Hook prisoners into the building. And then Daredevil visits Fisk and suggests they both leave New York. And this was awesome. But Fisk refuses, and they had a hell of a fight, Deuce. What'd you think of that fight?
No, I think Kingpin was gonna murk him if Daredevil didn't use a screamer sticks. I don't know what they're called, but if he didn't have them sticks, man, he would have. Yeah, he would have.
Those sticks were used by Nightwing too. So so Murdoch wins the fight.
Wait! You skipped something. Why did she steal from Vanessa? The Daredevil's ex-girlfriend, the psychiatrist. Why she stole from her? I'm like, what are you doing?
I don't know what that's about, but we saw it brought up in the next episode.
Yeah, well, we ain't covering that, man.
I know, but I'm just saying, Buddy has a little. He's always.
I know. We ain't getting there yet, right?
I have eyes everywhere. So I don't know why she would steal from her. Like, that's just stupid.
Yeah, and I'm like, do you know who you taking from? Like, come on. Even though he going through stuff, here's the thing. Him losing Vanessa, he's more unhinged now than he ever was. So he's more dangerous, which is why I loved her dying. Because I want to see how far his character will go. So now
then later on, I believe Powell is his name. He kills Saunders and blames the vigilantes. Because Saunders was the turncoat. The one
who gave him the key card. Yep.
Yeah. So they smelled a mole on him, killed him, and said that the vigilantes did it, causing chaos, which leads to Karen getting caught. And then that's how this ended. I thought the highlights was that Cameron was going to kill Bullseye if Matt didn't come in that room. She was really off him. I thought that was a highlight. The Fisk versus Daredevil was the best.
I love that fight scene. I'm not going to lie. I love that fight scene.
And it was believable, too, if you want to be true to the comics, because, he tried to kick him, bro. He caught that kick and threw this nigga across the freaking room. So, that was crazy. I thought this was probably the best episode of the season so far. And again, I'm not going to get into the next one. I thought this was the best episode. I gave it an 8.
Same.
And again, one of the other highlights was Jessica Jones and Luke have a baby. Because, I was thinking, like, oh, shit. And, as not a spoiler, but let's just say that Mr. Cage is mentioned again in the series. So we are now getting more and more cameos. Maybe that will help pick the ratings up for people saying, hey, you know what? Maybe we need to watch these next few episodes because it's getting good.
Nope.
Nope. Mr. Negative here. And what did you say?
Nope. I'm sorry. That show is boring as crap. All
right, Ty, you listen.
I can't do
give us some more details.
Yeah, you
give us some more details because you're saying it's boring, but you're not telling us why.
To me, it's boring. I can't get into it. I don't like the characters. They just seem bland. Daredevil seemed bland. He just ain't no excitement to him. I understand y'all like Wilson Fisk, but his character kind of bland too. I don't like him until he started getting angry and beating on people. He remind you of Gorilla. But after he calmed down, he bland too. I'm just keeping it real. A lot of people don't like that show, and I see why they say it's boring.
Well, that's why we asked him to give us details, because we want to know why.
Oh my God, that's a lot to swallow there. Wait a minute.
Pause.
So people are saying it's boring. Can you tell me why it's boring?
Because it just seems like ain't no excitement to it. I understand y'all saying these little parts or whatever, but if you honestly sit there and watch it, it's like it's nothing to keep your attention until like Wilson Fisk, so until Fisk do some chaotic stuff like with the doctor. Now when the doctor rolled in, I already knew he was about to kill him. I seen that come up. I don't even know why he even tried to hug that man. That man didn't look like he had it all. Now that part. That was okay, but it's not nothing that keep you interested in looking at it. Like
you like season one?
I didn't watch the season before this one. You talking about the season before this one or the one on Netflix? I didn't watch the Netflix one, but I watched the one before. Probably say I like the season before this better than this one. To me. But I think they should put some more excitement and keep you interested in it. It's not none that grabs hold of you. You just be like watching something. And then something nice happens and you go on. To me, the characters bland. They bland as crap. I told you this last week, Rick.
Instagram page.
I would rather watch something that deal with Superman right now than watch this. And that's hard for me to say. And I hate Superman. But this show, I just can't get into it.
This nigga was clearly lying.
I know Goose ain't watching it, but I think Maul is the best show we watching. It's better than The Boys. It's better than Daredevil. It's better than everything we watching.
We'll get to that, especially with it being May the 4th in Star Wars. I will agree with you this. I do think Maul is the best show that we're watching right now. I agree with you with that. So that being said, I gave this an 8. Deuce gave it an 8. What do you give it, Mr. Negative?
5. It's a 5. It ain't good. It ain't great. It ain't. I ain't gonna say it's terrible because you can watch it, but you just be bored. So I'm gonna give it a 5.
Watchable to you. It's kind of
you know what confusing me about what Ty said. He said this one isn't as exciting. If you go back and rewatch the first season, it's more lawyering and more talking than this season. This season has more action than the last season. So you saying the first season is better? I'm like, but there was more talking.
Swordfish is here.
No, I can watch the first season over this, and I just can't. I watched the whole first season of that one, and to me, the first season one that good. I don't like the first season either. But if I had to pick and choose, I'll pick this one. I'll pick the first season over this. Wow. That's just me, though.
I think the other way.
I wouldn't watch it.
I didn't like the first season.
I dropped it.
I kind of like this one, though. All right. I mean, to each his own. You're wrong, but okay. Okay.
Well, I guess if you look at people looking at it, I must be right because a lot of people ain't watching it and it's losing its audience. So I must not be wrong if they feel like me.
The first shall be last and the last shall be first. Remember that. So I don't know about all of that, but hey, man, look, to each his own. I listen, bro. That's your feelings. I'm not gonna try to change it. I mean, if anything catches my attention. Bro, if I'm sitting up here watching the show and I have a chance to go see some heavies or something, I was entertained and I was into it. I'm just saying. I thought this was good. I guess Ty didn't like it. All right. That being said, since it is May the 4th and we only got about another 36 minutes, let's go with this Maul. Maul was one of the highlights of my weekend. I watched a lot of Maul. This particular episode here, I believe this is episode 5. All right. Well, what are y'all shitting about? What do you got? What's wrong?
I thought it was 6.
Well, we do 5 and 6.
Nah.
5 and 6.
Okay, because I still watched 5, 6, and 7. I didn't watch them all.
I think I watched them all too.
That's why I said Maul the best show we got. I don't care what nobody say.
Yeah, it might be. Let's see.
Especially the last 6 and 7. 6 and 7, it went down.
Well, he got his ass beat. what's the name in the last episode, man, he doubted himself and shit, crying and shit. I was like, oh man, this ain't the Darth Maul that I like, bro. What are we doing here? I was a little disappointed.
It's only for a reason, though. I don't want to ruin it, but it's a reason why. Because if that nigga, if he was his regular self, that nigga would have died. He'd have died a long time ago. Wasn't been no peace talking and him bagging up. He'd have been on some killer stuff.
He held up his hands. He surrendered. I'm like, oh man, what's going
on? Nah. That was a trick. Yeah, that's a trick.
All right, so
that's episode 7. Don't ruin the episode. We go get to that.
All right, so episode 6, the Inquisitor arrives and everybody shit their pants. The Imperial force is led by...
No, that was 5, not 6.
We talking about 5, then 6. We doing.
Oh, you said 6.
5 and 6.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm. So, as I was saying, the Imperial forces, led by Blake and the Jedi hunting Inquisitor Marok, occupy Janek City, and they take over the investigation in the mall. Devin, the pink-purple Twi'lek Jedi little girl, she wants to stay to confront Maul, but Daki, who's her master trainer, decides to escape to the city to hide from the Empire. As they attempt to leave, the city is locked down and they are cut off by the Imperial stormtroopers. Despite the protests of the second in command, Rook Cast, Maul decides to stay in the city of hopes of making Devin his apprentice. He is obsessed with making this girl his apprentice. Now, Chief...
Yeah, we definitely can see that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now the Chief is interrogated, and I believe they killed him by the Imperials, and he's not seen again. Yeah. See, I think they killed his ass. So Blake says she used to be she has been permanently transferred. Lawson is questioned by Marok and he claims that his first encounter with Maul during the ambush in the lower levels of Janix. And I think they let him go. So then Riley contacts his mother and says, hey mom, you need to come home. Blah 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 blah. He attempts to visit Lawson at the precinct and is turned away by Two Boots, who's that robot officer. And Marok investigates the scene. And that's when you look, he saw all the lightsaber marks and stuff. And he sees evidence of Maul's duel with Daki and Devin. Blake allows Lawson to leave the precinct, and he comes home and finds Devin and Daki seeking refuge with Riley. Now, that's a total violation because this is after Order 66, where the Jedi are considered to be a crime to humanity and devils, or whatever the hell you want to call them. That was episode 5. I gave that a 7, actually. Ty, what did you give episode 5?
I gave episode 5 an 8, and I give that dude. What I don't know what was that dude that's on the dark side. What the one that got the Force? He. Excuse my French. He a PUSSY because he called for bag up. He ain't even try to fight. He fought that man one time and know he couldn't win. That's how you know he trash. You know he trash.
So now, are we going into episode 6 here, Levon? What do we got? 5 and 6?
Yeah, it's 6.
Yep,
6
5 and 6. Okay, so now episode 6. Man, I feel like I'm reading children's stories here.
Wait! Ain't 5 when they fought him on? They fought him on the train, right? That was 5, right?
No, that's 6.
No, I think that's 5 when they fought him on the train.
Yeah, listen, I wrote it down. They fight. No, they fought down in his headquarters or something. What was that? No, they didn't fight no train in 5.
No,
so what episode?
No.
So what episode when her and the boy was together? And then I thought that was 5.
That was episode. No, that was episode 7, I think. No, episode 6. No. Yeah, that was either episode 6 or 7. It wasn't 5, bro. You gotta start writing this shit down.
Episode 7. The son was already caught. That can't be that. They were trying to get him back.
So it's gotta be 6. Listen, I need you to do what Deuce does. See this here? This is called a notebook. We write this stuff down. Okay.
Well, I could have sworn it was episode 5 and episode 6.
No, it's
episode 6 is when the what's the name when he called for the dude to come help him. It's episode 6, right?
Episode 6 starts when Maul was doing his training. Remember, episode 6 started with Daki explains to Lawson that he and Devin have survived the purge of Order 66, and they got to avoid the Empire to stay alive. Marok arrives at Lawson's apartment and duels with Daki and Devin. The pair managed to steal an Imperial gunship and escape with Lawson and Riley. Remember that? And then they get split up after a while. They are chased through the city And this is the first time that I ever saw the ground in like a Star Wars series. Everything's always up in the air. So they chase through the scene where the gunships are shot down. Maul confirms that Devin is still in the city and plans to intervene. Remember, he said, yo, you going to go and save her? And then that's when they fought together. Because
that's episode 6.
Yeah.
They're fighting together. Yeah.
So he tells Varro that the deal is concluded, and Vario, I think his name Varro, he's free to leave and to take his chances with the Empire. So then he's been a little bastard. He's scared, so he chooses to stick with Maul. So Lawson takes Riley, Docky, and Devin to meet Soul, a former bounty hunter who saved Lawson in the past mission.
This was a good fight for episode 6.
Yeah. So he asks her to help escaping off the planet. But the Empire arrives at Soul's casino. Remember? Now you remember this? They arrive at the casino, and then immediately when she was like, no, get out of here, they had to start running. So Lawson and Docky hold off the stormtroopers while Devin and Riley escape to the train platform. They are pursued by Marek, who duels with Devin on the train. Maul comes to their aid, helping Devin overpower Marek until they are able to get away from him. Marek contacts his master to confirm Maul's presence and that of the Jedi. That's what happened, and I need you to write this down so you don't get confused anymore. It's May the 4th. You can't be mixing these things up, Ty. What are we doing here?
Well, if we wouldn't have been behind, we'd have been ahead.
We're not behind. We are on schedule. So, in fact, we're on so much schedule here. Do you want to do episode 7? Because I got that too. Or do you want to save 7 and 8 for next Monday?
I mean, we could do 7 episodes out so we can just stay in order with it.
I don't have time. We did 6. I got to be out of here at 6:30 because we still got to get to The Boys, episode 4. You know he ain't watching. He ain't never watched. That's why I said it's only me and you.
The Boys? The Boys? No, I don't watch Maul, but I did watch The Boys, yeah.
Yeah, all right. So we're going to talk about The Boys then. We're going to talk about The Boys episode...
What number are we on?
4.
3.
4.
No, Levon got episode 4. Okay.
Yeah, episode 4.
No, I got 3.
Levon, I'm looking at what you posted on the 30th, and it says The Boys season 5, episode 4.
Yeah,
this is what you wrote.
Never mind.
Okay.
I'm blind.
Hey, leave him alone. Even though his job hours suck. All right, leave him alone.
Never mind.
What? I'm just saying. I want to be clear which one I'm supposed to review.
Okay. Now, Jabroni, we are talking about The Boys episode 4. Are you cool with that? Anybody want to take the lead on this? I took the lead in the last 2. I'm getting fired.
So I'm glad that they actually were able to show us more of Starlight's backstory. Like, did you notice who her dad was, Rick? Or any other Justice League watchers?
The voice actor for Superman.
That's right. That's right. In the animated series.
What? Tim Daly?
You didn't pick that up, Rick?
I don't remember. I didn't know if it was Tim Daly.
Yeah, as soon as I heard his voice, I'm like, oh shit, that's Superman from the animated series.
Tim Daly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I'm glad that they actually finally show us who her dad was, because they didn't really mention that before. Her brother's a total dick.
Well, you got whoa! Tell me that wasn't homage to. Hold on. No. I don't think Annie met her dad. Oh yeah. That's the X-Men 2 ripoff. Remember when Iceman went back to his parents with Logan, and they told him he was a teacher, and he had Rogue with him, and then the jealous brother went and called and said, "Hey, we got
yeah. I forgot about
that. I wrote that down. That was an homage to X-Men 2 when her brother dimes him out, saying, "Hey, we got a Starlighter here, this and that, or whatever." Also, Old Father's broke. It messed up. Figured that the Black Reverend would mess up the church's money, right?
Ah, Jesus, Rick. I wasn't gonna get into that part, but this was damn sure like a fucked up father episode, because her father ran out on her. I'm talking about Starlight, and then you see what Soldier Boy did to his son. I'm like, damn, this just
he locked him up.
Fatherly love all around.
Well, the whole thing, reason why he did that was that that toxicoplasms that was all into the with Quinn. So that old toxic stuff make you really speak about people, and you don't hold your feelings back. And I like the way that freaking Yui was talking shit to freaking Mother's Milk and really, yeah, you a pussy. He said, yeah,
everybody was talking how they normally would talk if they didn't have the filter on.
And then Mother's Milk said something. Butcher said, hey, you're just better off when you do what you're told, you cunt. I was like, yo. He said, you're better off. Like, yo. To me, the best character in the whole show is the Butcher. He's the best character. And I just think that, he said, it's the final season. Why waste time with that dad-ish? Yeah, but you know what? They say that you think Homelander can kill? What's the name? His father?
Soldier Boy? No, his father can't die. He's immortal. He's literally immortal.
Yeah. I don't think
he
Homelander
survived that soup virus.
Yeah, I don't, bro. And on top of that, what we forgot to go into first is that Homelander's got this God complex now. Where they are really putting together a campaign to make him think that he's God. Like, yo, that's crazy. So, yeah.
The House of Homelander.
Man. And Quinn is crazy because he did all that evil stuff. The guy with all the toxic shit that was going on. So, I thought that was cool, too. And Annie met her dad. And then I have here, it was an X-Men 2 ripoff of the brother going to call the cops. Letting them know that the sister's there and that she's wanted or whatever. So, all in all, I think to date, this was probably the best Boys episode that I saw. And it's a shame because this came out on the 22nd. And I'm not really that caught up with the Boys. But I did.
Not to cut you off, but they gave a Supernatural mod too. They had all the people from Supernatural.
No. That's a spoiler. That's a spoiler. Yeah, Ricky didn't see it. Ricky didn't see it.
That must be episode 5. See, Ty, listen, bro, please. Start writing it down. You're jumping around in the wrong... Bro, you argue with me the whole mall thing. You got the wrong episode. Man, get your ass a pen and a paper.
That's because we always an episode behind, Rick. It's not my fault.
It's not hard. Okay, it's not hard to read the show notes and the links and article that Levon posts. It clearly has it there. It said this is episode 4. And if you would have wrote down episode 4 in the highlights...
Rick, I thought we was on episode 4. Stop judging me, Rick.
I'm not judging you.
I'm trying to keep up and stay with the show. I thought we was on episode 4.
Our great audience here. You're freaking... what's the name? You're doing that. Ladies and gentlemen... Catman is here. What's good? He is a long-time subscriber, I believe. Hey.
No.
Was that Mello?
Someone came in. Somebody came in.
Hey, Mello, you got some background noise going back there.
There's some background noise.
So like somebody's making love to a walkie-talkie. All right, so
he in the car driving. And again,
so All Father, the Black Reverend going broke. That was just crazy. I was like, yeah, of course they'll make the brother. He's going broke, man. Like, come on. That's the only highlights that I have. I thought this was the best episode so far this season. See, episode 4, I give it 8.
I was gonna say 7.5 for me.
Okay. So I didn't go and binge on the Boys, but I did binge on Daredevil and Maul. So yeah, I binged on those. I think I'm caught up with both of those guys. So
wait before you move on,
you went out. You muted yourself, sir.
We'll just that.
Oh, my bad. My bad. I wanted to see more of Homelander and Soldier Boy fighting because I was waiting because they was talking shit to each other before they. Before he locked him in the cell, I thought they was gonna fight once he broke out, and then I'm like, oh man, that was a letdown. So I would have gave it a higher score.
Bro, let me ask y'all this no more. He was like, get it over.
Before you go to that next, let me ask you this question: do y'all think it's some type of another soup in there that they power radiating and make you hate yourself?
It was Quinn, and they killed him. Remember when
Soldier Boy killed
him when he did his little freaking Care Bear thing when he shoots out the lava?
Yeah, it was him that was making it. Yep, it was.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what that was. So I guess we're on.
And he got some strong power because my God, he had them ready to
everybody kill each other.
Distance. Yeah, But it was at a distance though. That's how crazy that was. His power spread that far that it do it. That's why I'm like, that's kind of crazy.
Oh, I want to apologize to Levon. He was right. We did review episode 6 of Invincible. We were talking about the right episode, but we just had the number wrong.
What are you talking about, Rick?
I'm talking about last week. Remember last week when we were talking about Invincible? We was like, no, Levon, it's episode 6. And we were wrong. We had it numbered wrong. I mean, we thought 5 or whatever the way. We had it wrong because now
you corrected me on one of the episodes.
Yeah, because here's what it is. It says episode 6 discussion, but that's what we discussed last week. It was episode 6. So he was right. It is episode 7. Because this is where...
We were on a Thrag episode, right?
Yes, this is the Thrag episode. And Thrag episode is 7. We didn't do the Thrag episode. See, when we did episode... Yeah, when we did episode 6, because I even had to write it... I had to erase it and write it down because episode 6... See, I have... Yeah, it was wrong. We were wrong. Because when the one that we talked about was when they were on the planet together and he was apologizing to Oliver. So that was episode 6. That was episode 6. So yeah, we reviewed that. That was episode 6. So episode 7 is where all hell breaks loose. It giving you the backstory of Thaddeus. He assassinates Emperor Argal after questioning the Viltrumites' brutality. Thrag is named the ruler in his place, and he orders the Viltrumites to fight each other to purge the weak from their society. And then it goes to the present when Thaddeus, Mark, Nolan, Oliver, Alan, and a couple of the motherfuckers, I don't know their name, they travel to Viltrum to kill Thrag. They get ambushed by the Viltrumites, who hid in the rings of the corpses outside the planet. Thrag tried to convince Nolan to join the Viltrumites again. Nolan said, nah, I'm good. And then Oliver attacks Thrag, and he got his fucking jaw knocked off. Like, yo, that was crazy. He pimp slapped this nigga, yo, and he knocked his jaw off, yo. I was like, wow. And
the Viltrumites' home got destroyed.
Yeah, well, easy, nigga, you jumping ahead. So then Nolan directs the space racer to fire the laser. And then they were following the laser, and I'm like, what the fuck? That is a hell of a gun, by the way. That's
what the Viltrumite that Thrag loves. That's what happened to his skull. That same ray gun is what blasted why his skull looked like that. So yeah, it is a powerful gun.
That is crazy. He said so. It destroys the whole planet, and Thaddeus demands that the Viltrumites surrender. But Thrag decapitated him, bro. He killed Optimus Prime. He freaking just done. Easy. He then...
No, Rick, you missed the most important part of the show. When he was talking to Nolan in the chamber, and he was like, yo, just come home. And Nolan was like, I'm good. Well, and then he reached back.
Oh, and he gave him that punch, and he punched him on the orbit.
The tornado punch. I'm like, yo, this nigga's so powerful that his reach back pause was powerful.
Yeah, I put Thrag is a monster. He gave Nolan an uppercut that knocked him out of orbit. Like it knocked him. I'm like, yo, that was crazy. That was a highlight. Thrag's a monster. He made them all kill each other in that flashback scene, and that big, huge battle was a highlight. And then Nolan was entertaining Thrag. He was like, and he was like, thanks, but no thanks. And then I put Nolan super punched. Like, yeah, that was crazy. So then after all the shit calms down, the Viltrumites are gone. And then they're like, where did they go? And then they're like, Earth. And then the episode ends. Again.
I'm going to give this episode 10, to be honest.
Oh, okay. I ain't going to hold you. I give it an 8.5. So I thought this episode was an 8.5. Yeah. Yeah, I thought this was good. I thought it was really, really good. I thought it good. I gave that an 8.5. Anybody else want to talk about
9? I gave it a 9. It's hard for me to give this episode.
Yeah, Ty, you sure it's episode 7 that you're talking about? You know, you kind of get your shit mixed up a little bit here. So just
I've been waiting like 2 weeks to talk about this because you've been slacking. So I had to wait 2 weeks. So I know what episode I'm on.
Is there a negative in this episode for y'all? Because I know mine.
I think the negative is I'm still tired of what looks like the freaking some of these guys getting severely injured and they're getting up like nothing happened. When Nolan gets disemboweled by this dude and then he's fine. Like I think this jaw gets knocked off of this kid and well now he's fine. I'm like, all right, hold on a second here. When are these people going to stay hurt? Like that's my only knock is like you giving us these epic battle scenes and stuff like that. That's cool. We love that stuff, but we just.
If you come out severe from life, you're not gonna get that because it's gonna be like a 1-day process, and they gonna automatically heal.
Oh man! So Vaughn said, "Try not really spoiling either." Ricky, episode 5 is filler also. Oh boy! So man.
So this is what I would do with this this episode. The reason why I couldn't give it a 10 like Levon, I'm sick of Battle Beast. He talked all this shit just for this nigga to throw him.
Oh, that lion,
galaxy.
That lion,
like,
right?
On. Yeah.
He do talk big.
Talk all this shit.
Yeah, that lion.
And then you just get thrown away. Like, come on, yo. Like that fucked it up for me. So that's why I couldn't give it I'm sorry to curse. But
that lion do be talking mad shit, bro. I've been looking for a worthy fight. Next thing you know, he's on his back. I thought he was gonna
turn. That's what I'm saying. Exactly. I was like, all right, we're gonna see what it is between him and what homie, and then he just punched him and threw him, and I'm like, that's it. Yeah, that's all we get.
You know, he reminds me of. He reminds me of Wolverine in the animated X-Men series. Wolverine used to talk shit to everybody. I remember he punched Cyclops in the stomach. Next time it's gonna be Yeah, he talked mad shit, and he never did anything, bro. Wolverine was the biggest joke, and like he talked so much junk, and he never came through with any of those threats. Like he threatened everybody. He threatened Professor. He threatened Scott Summers. Wolverine threatened the whole house and do absolutely nothing. Fight Sabretooth. Stuck on a patch of ice for like 2 episodes. He was still sick, and he's got super healing. I was like, man, whatever, dude.
Man, you okay? You think you okay?
Yeah, Wolverine cap, bro. Now get his ass up out of here. All right, so we do have 2 articles that Levon had for us that we can get into. We can start with the My Adventures of Superman, and we'll go with that horrible Authority movie that got canceled. So why don't you?
Where is Parker at?
Oh,
well, I don't know where Parker is.
He's in the bathroom crying after this. Go ahead.
Okay, so season 3 starts on June 13th.
Nice.
Are any of you guys excited for this?
No.
Yeah, I love the first 2 seasons. I loved it. I enjoyed it.
No,
it was a different take on No, it was a different take on Supergirl. The My Adventures of Superman, the cartoon.
No, I'm not. You can go.
When Supergirl got brainwashed by Brainiac, I enjoyed it. It was a different take on her. So
hey,
you know what?
All I gotta say is Ricky, you don't like it. No. Rock the cash box, rock the trash box.
Yeah, I'll watch it. I enjoy the first 2 seasons. So
I think I'll watch this probably when I'm laying down and go to bed. And if I mess it up, I mess it up. I'm not invested in this. Listen, Superman can't get his stuff right in motion picture.
Oh shit!
You think I'm gonna watch this animated garbage?
You just called Parker. That's what you just did.
Here's what I did. I'm gonna call a lot of stuff. Superman hasn't been good in animation since the Justice League series. So
basically the 2000s.
Yeah, even then he was getting knocked on his back all the time. So it's just I feel
it's hard to write for somebody that has that power scale.
Well,
in my opinion.
Well, it's hard to write good because they're all bad. So sorry, sorry. Superman is just worthless.
Superman's gonna meet your ass at the movie theater. That's what's gonna happen now.
Superman's worthless as a 3D guy to catch me first.
Wow, he's really going there. Jesus.
Yeah, listen, bro, I gotta say it, folks. I think DC should just sell Superman to Marvel and just say,
well, they are doing that crossover. They are doing a crossover with Spider-Man and Superman.
There's no way. Sorry, let me put on my Parker hat. Like, why would they sell Superman, the most iconic character, to Marvel when Marvel's trying to copy Superman with Sedgwick?
And to that, Fake Parker, I would say Superman's more iconic, yet Batman, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, movies all do better than his. But he's supposed to be iconic.
He is iconic.
Oh, matter of fact, I'm sorry, a fucking Joker movie did better than Superman's movies.
He is still iconic, Rick. I mean,
yeah, and so is the measles and the chicken pox. Like, come on, you know.
I'm not saying he could be iconic and not be as popular, right? You could be iconic and just the popularity.
Just then, Vaughn says Supergirl is 1 hour and 40 minutes.
Vaughn to get in here. Get your ass in here, Vaughn.
Well,
he showed up.
Superman is super lame. Super shit. Isn't that what they called him?
Dang, Rick.
I can't.
Dang, Rick. Okay.
Only an hour and 40 minutes, too.
What, Supergirl?
Yeah, it's only an hour and 40 minutes.
Damn, that's short. I mean, because I'm thinking about the credit, right?
They should have just did a 2-part Max series and called it a day. Like, why are we even?
Because that seems to be a bit short, though. Like, I mean, I'm only assuming because they're adding like credits. Credits usually run for like what 10 minutes.
Longer than that. Credits run for about 5 to 7 minutes, and you figure the previews. So you'll be there for about 2 hours. Wow, 2 hours on the dot. You're gonna be there about 2 hours on the dot.
Right.
Yeah, what a shame. All right, you have one more, and I'm pretty Vaughn is be stoked about here. Talk about this.
The Authority movie is put on the back burner. The script wasn't quite there, and the story didn't work in terms of larger DCU, and that is from James Gunn himself.
What's Authority? That girl for the engineer? The story about the engineer?
Yeah.
Hey, real quick, Vaughn said that it was an hour and 40 minutes for Supergirl, but the first Joker was an hour and 42 minutes. So what's the issue with the runtime? That's only 2 minutes longer than Supergirl. What's the issue?
Well, usually traditional superhero movies about 2 hours. That's why.
So, but I just said the Joker.
Joker is not a traditional superhero movie.
I'm just saying it's still in that realm, right?
It's a comic book movie, but it's not a traditional superhero movie. Superhero movies got a lot.
I'm just saying 2 minutes. Like, what we doing? That shit made $1 billion.
Right, well, here's what I say: Ant-Man, Wasp, even the Spider-Man movie. They're all like 2 hours. You know, because the superheroes.
I think usually
that hour 40 minutes, brother. That shit.
I think what people are saying it's not enough. It's not enough story to tell about Supergirl, right? With Joker. I think Joker is kind of like ain't really much to tell when it comes to Joker.
Yeah, Joker's a simplistic movie too. That takes place in one location.
And I think that's usually it because it's not enough time to tell a story about Supergirl.
But if it's a simplistic movie, you all would say I didn't like the Joker movie, but I'm sure y'all all did. So y'all would say that was a good movie, right?
I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it. It was better than the second one.
I thought the runtime was fine with Joker though. Like
it's also a thing about pacing too.
You don't need over.
That's a bad comparison too, because Joker wasn't a movie connected to other movies and shit. It was just a story.
Yeah, and when it comes to story about Joker,
why would that be? Hold up. Go ahead, man. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm saying when it comes to Joker's background is not too relevant, to be honest with you, right? Like that's what I mean. We all know Joker's background. It's not too much.
And let's be honest, it's not the typical comic book Joker that was fighting.
It's not
Batman.
Right.
That's why I keep saying that's a bad comparison. Comparing to the Joker,
he obviously had mental.
No, of course you could compare it to. No. I'm not letting Vaughn get that off. This shit leads because they all DC. They all DC. No, Vaughn. They all DC. Movie, brother. Doesn't matter. They're all DC characters. I'm gonna compare it to another DC. This movie is going to flop. 2 minutes. I'm not. That is not the argument. I'm not arguing that. That is not the argument. You mentioned runtime, and I gave you a movie that had 2 more minutes. That's not the argument, Vaughn. I'm not going there with you. You could argue that by yourself. He's traveling through. What did the director say? 9 planets in this movie? Doing all that? I didn't follow. I didn't follow any of what you know. I'm not going to argue that with you because that's not the argument. Hey man, holler at me when it flop. I mean, you listen. I'm not arguing with you, bro. You looking for an argument, you won't get it from me. I'm looking for an argument. I'm just saying. Hey, Ricky, man, the DC out of here, man. Well, DC is out of here,
bro. He's
canceling movies. That Green Lantern show looks dog shit.
And Waller's on ice too.
Based on what you saw a trailer and then it's dog. It looked dog shit. They showed 2 trailers and still haven't shown him being the actual Green Lantern yet. What are they holding back?
That's probably
but you saw Hal Jordan being Green Lantern, kind of flying and shit.
One little flying scene, but that's it. If you didn't tell me, if you didn't show nobody this title, you think it's a fucking Yellowstone show.
I think. Hold on. I don't. I think. I will probably say this. Maybe the season finale, you will probably see him wear the suit.
The season finale.
Oh man!
Outside the season finale, maybe my fault. Maybe end up season 1. I'm saying maybe end up season 1. He might get the suit. Man. I don't think like.
And this show directly leads into the next Superman movie.
Oh yeah, I heard. Yeah, it is connected because I said,
but they said that about Peacemaker too.
John
they said about Peacemaker.
Yeah, and it had nothing to do with it. Like, yeah, they said that.
That's what John Stewart.
Well, Peacemaker had Lex Luthor in it, so kind of, you know what I mean.
Second cameo.
Listen, here's what I would say about DC. I rewatched the Flash movie, and it's not as bad.
Why?
As everybody said it was.
The Flash isn't. The Flash
is not as bad as everybody said it was.
The visual effects is garbage.
It's not, bro.
The story was bad. The story was. No, it wasn't.
It was not. It was not.
Yeah,
bro. I had
the Flash fighting himself was bad. You could have had Reverse Flash in there.
I think I hit up Parker like a couple days ago. I said, "Yo, Parker, I rewatched the Flash movie. Me and the kids did." And we decided that it was not a bad movie. We was like, yo. Now listen, I ain't gonna sit here and tell you that Batman didn't take the show. That was Batman's movie. But it wasn't as bad as everybody said it was.
Just the engine was bad. James Gunn wrote, not about put the fucking George Clooney.
Yeah, bro. I thought that was cool as hell. Then I go back and I watched it. I was like, you know what? They gave Keaton the CGI. And bro, anybody realize that the Keaton Batman is faster than the Affleck one? That nigga quick as hell, bro.
Yeah.
But the Affleck one is built more like a tank.
Yeah, he is. But
you know what I mean?
That motherfucking Keaton one, he can't even turn his neck. But that motherfucker get out of Dodge quick, boy. That motherfucker fast. I was like, oh shit, look at this dude.
Yeah. Oh, Supergirl flop. What's next? What's next for DC?
No.
Clayface.
And if that flops, then what's next?
Then the Superman.
I'll tell you
movie.
what's gonna be happening. They're gonna get his ass in the office and say, "You're fired."
Oh yeah, his contract only extended to next spring?
Yeah, they're gonna say, you're fired. And they're going through an acquisition too. You're fired.
Yeah.
You're fired.
Did you see the thing? Most of the movies he announced when he first got there has been canceled.
Yeah, they canceled them. You know what happened? They sat his ass down and said, "Yo, your Peacemaker ain't doing shit. Your Creature Commandos didn't do shit." The verdict was out. They told you that Superman underperformed. They came out.
And who the fuck want to watch an Authority movie? Who's that for?
I was gonna ask, what is that about? That's why I wanted Parker to be in here so he can explain.
I think that's about the engineer and her people.
Yeah, Parker done, man. Parker better have my money. That shit ready flop in June.
You bet Parker?
Yeah, I did too.
Oh shit! What's the bet? Hold on. What's the bet?
It's not going to hit 400. It's not going to make
400 million. So listen,
the Authority movie is described like a team members as Jack Nicholson, A Few Good Men.
All right, cans. All right, so here's the bet that I have with Parker, and after this, I got to get out of here. The bet is, number one, that Supergirl is going to make over $400 million, and the second bet is that it's going to do over $200 million overseas.
It might not it might not crack 100 worldwide.
Oh man, fine.
It might not.
Nigga reaching now.
I'm not reaching.
You said it's not gonna make 100 million worldwide.
It's a possibility.
You're talking about when the movie leaves the movie theater, Vaughn?
No, I'm talking about the opening weekend.
Oh,
Toy Story is that big.
No, I thought you were saying the entire time. Like that's why I said you reaching, but yeah. If it don't crack 100 opening weekend, it's not making. It probably don't make 200 million.
All right. Okay, and one more thing for those that are wondering. Welcome to Derry. It releases tomorrow. The Steelbook. So if you guys want to go on Amazon, Welcome to Derry. The entire series is out on Steelbook.
When is season 2?
I don't know.
I enjoyed season 1.
Yeah, hey Ricky, I got the same bet. It won't make 400 million.
Yeah, Parker gonna be broke. All right, y'all.
I think if there was no competition around it and it was in the summer, I think it would have made 400 by itself. Well, but it's way too much. I'm never good. I would never took that bet.
Well,
it's not even no competition. It's zero hype around this movie.
No, but what I'm saying, Vaughn, you know how somebody would go see it just because it's in the theater. And there's too much shit to watch this year, and I'm I wouldn't have took that bet.
And plus, superhero fatigue is real.
Yeah.
I'm not saying
So
I'm not
listen,
saying it's
y'all,
not. That's
it's 6:30. I'm going to see that Michael Jackson movie. I finally was able to get freaking tickets. Everything was damn near sold out. So
yeah, shut up. Yeah, that shit.
Yeah, bro,
that shit make a
movie's
lot of
doing
money.
good. Yeah, it is, bro.
Hey, 400 and what
For
a week?
Friday and Saturday, the only seats were available was the ones directly in front of the screen. I was like, I ain't going out like that. So I said, you know what? I'll make sure I'm gonna go get the. I'll do it right after.
And Devil Raz Prada too is making a lot of money.
Yep. So, ladies and gentlemen, the box office is back. So much for the shit economy and how nobody's gonna go to the movies anymore. So
that's true.
You guys can book it.
That Mandalorian looking. What's the time they show that shit?
Hey, it's May 4th. It's Star Wars Day.
I don't think that's hitting $1 billion. I don't think the Star Wars movie hitting $1 billion.
That'll be that and Solo didn't either. So
yeah,
we'll see. All right, y'all.
Too much like a TV show.